What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all of the news after week number 8 of our Chicago Cougars franchise. We got a huge win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The D-Pack was huge, getting 5 interceptions. Our defense overall forced 7 turnovers, which is absolutely ridiculous, taking advantage of the inexperience of Mike Glennon. Now, we have moved to 6-1. We still have the lead in the division. The Texans are right on our tail at 6-2. But we're in a pretty good spot. Considering we finished the season last year at 5-11, we have made huge improvements to this team. Our defense has stars all over it. Our offense still continues to struggle a little bit, but they're definitely making a lot more plays than they did last year, particularly in the running game. Let's go ahead and get on with this, looking at some of the things. Now, as you can see, we got the Pro Bowl voting starting this week. This is always one of my favorite weeks because you start to see how teams or players from around the league are doing. The Broncos have decided to re-sign Wes Welker. That's a huge deal for them. Patrick Peterson will be staying in Arizona, a 6-year contract for $60 million. Same contract for Richard Sherman. All right, 49ers won a close one to stay undefeated. Go Niners. If you're new to my channel, I'm a huge 49ers fan. I picked the Jaguars because it's a fun team to rebuild with. Star Lotulelei hurt. Oh, we're about to play the Panthers next, so that's interesting. We got the cousins, John Lotulelei and Star Lotulelei. It's unfortunate that he's not going to be playing. Zach Happy, middle linebacker, DeWan. All right, I think we actually saw this draft story last time. Yes, we did. Okay, so never mind. Let's scout. Well, I'm going to save scouting for the next episode, actually, and I'm going to do that because this week we actually can look at a lot of the other awards and stuff like that. So I'll save that for another episode, just an episode when we don't have a lot going on. I can do that. 6-1, 7th overall offense, which is funny. You know, I talk about how I feel like our defense is carrying us and our offense is struggling. But the last few games, our defense really has carried us. The last 2 especially. They're getting better. They give up a lot of yards, but they force enough turnovers that it really kind of helps us out. The offense, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the offense is doing good. I just feel like, you know, we turn the ball over a little bit too much too. But anyway, we are playing in Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is actually where I grew up. So I always like the Panthers. Usually I'm going for the Panthers so long as they're not playing the 49ers. So it's a team I like a lot. So I'm excited about this game. It'll be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and check out the league stats. You know what? Let's not do league stats today. We'll look at our team stats very, very briefly. We'll look at the stats from around the league next time because, again, we're going to be taking a lot of time out of this video in order to look at the Pro Bowl voting and the awards so far for the season. So Van Joswiak, 91.3 ratings so far, 14 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. 3 touchdowns apiece for Noshawn Moreno and Frank Gore. Their stats are so close together, 4.5, 4.7. I mean, that's just insanely close stats for these two guys. That's really cool to see. Receiving, Frank Gore still leading the way there in catches for me. I know Noshawn Moreno is actually 3rd. A lot of the receivers have been struggling to get open outside of Chris Owusu. He has played great for me so far. Justin Blackman, 3 touchdowns, 2. Jake Stoneburner has 2. And then a lot of players with 1. I want to get Doran Dickerson more involved. I need to figure out a way to do that. And DeMarlo Christopher, who played very, very well in the preseason. I'd like to try to get him more involved, as well as DeMarco Myers. I have so many players that I really enjoy on this team. Like the depth that I have right now, I just love. A lot of players I like right now. Leading the way, Cameron Martin, the rookie. He has been outstanding. I cannot wait to see how he's stacking up in terms of everything else with the rest of the offensive linemen in the awards so far. Ray Lewis, 61 tackles. Nobody's even really close to him. He has been killing it for this team. He has 3 sacks this season. But John Lotulelei, Geno Hayes, and Geno Atkins leading the way with 5 apiece. That's awesome to see the 2 Genos here. They're actually the same height. Who would have thought? I didn't know that. I know they say Geno Atkins is a little bit small for a defensive tackle. Kerrigan with 4. And again, look at all the big names. I just did not have these guys last year. So definitely a lot of improvement there. Donald Maddox, 2 sacks. Interceptions. Didn't Donald Maddox have a lot? Oh, you know what? He had a lot of interceptions in the preseason. Then he had one in the first game. Then he got hurt. I was like, didn't he have a lot more than that? But that's what that is. DJ Moore leading the way with 5 interceptions. Gratz getting 3 last game alone. John Lotulelei with 2. Maddox with 1. Kenny Phillips with 1. And Jonathan Cyprian with 1. Fumbles forced. Let's just check this out briefly. Lotulelei leading the way with 3. Also has 2 fumbles recovered, which is the most for my team. That's a lot of fumble yards there, Geno Hayes. Nice job, man. Touchdowns. See who all has defensive touchdowns. I forget a lot of this stuff. John Latulele and DJ Moore. Nice. All right, so let's go ahead and check out. Actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and change our depth chart around. Let's look at our injury report, see if we have any players back yet. I feel like Maddox should be coming back soon. All right. Maddox will be back in 2 weeks. Andre Branch will be back in 4 weeks. And again, Andre Branch, as much as I need him back and I want him back, Holden has played great. We moved Geno Atkins over to the right defensive end spot. We put the rookie Holden at the defensive tackle spot, and he has been absolutely phenomenal so far. Maddox, I'm really excited to get back too. So let's go ahead and change. Well, I might not even need to change the depth chart since they're both still injured. I mostly want to check out the defense at the cornerback spot. All right, so Demetrius McCray, DJ Moore. So yeah, so Gratz is playing in Maddox's spot right now. See, it's so difficult to decide what to do once he comes back. Again, Demetrius McCray, I feel like he has been my best cover corner. However, he doesn't make the big plays that these two definitely make, and Gratz made last game. So it says Gratz is the fourth guy right here now. The D-Pack, look at this. Look at all these players. I love it. I love it. I just need to acknowledge that really fast. But he's actually playing in the third spot, so he will be playing quite a bit for me next game. And I want to keep McCray there because, again, I'm pretty sure Vincent Jackson only had 1 catch that game. And McCray just kind of shut him down. So, and Gratz played great in this spot, so let's leave him there. This third cornerback spot seems to get a ton of interceptions for me. And I guess that's really the only one I was concerned about doing right off the bat. So yeah, let's go look at some of the awards now. Where are we at? Awards, here we go. Weekly awards. It should be... Oh, Gratz did not get Defensive Player of the Week. That's insane. That's because Elam had 2 interceptions and returned them both for a touchdown. Wow, he outshined Gratz. That's incredible. Who would have thought, you know, he gets 3 interceptions in a game and it's still not good enough. Cole had 14 tackles, a sack, and an interception. Rogers, 2 touchdowns with 360 yards. Manning with 5 touchdowns and 404 yards. 35 of 47. He torched whatever defense he played. That's insane. All right. Yearly awards. Here we go. MVP, Colin Kaepernick leading the way early on. The 49ers are 8-0. Broncos 6-1, Peyton Manning. There's Rodgers. Joswiak is 4th overall in MVP right now, in the MVP race. That is crazy. I think a huge part of that has to do with our record. He gets a lot of yards, but he turns the ball over a little more than he needs to. E.J. Manuel, who led the Bills to the Super Bowl last year, down at number 6. And then Crabtree's way down here at number 9. AFC, well, we can look at the coaches really fast. Coach of the Year, Jim Harbaugh leading the way. Fox 2nd, McCoy for the Chargers. All right, that's interesting. And then here we are, Tomas Single. Is it Thomas or Tomas? I feel like it's Tomas. We'll say Tomas. Single down here at number 5. So let's go ahead. Offensive Player of the Year, Peyton Manning leading the way. And it's so interesting. Like, I don't see Joswiak anywhere on here. He's 4th in the MVP voting right now, but he's not even in the top 10 in terms of Offensive Player of the Year. Now, this game can do some weird glitches sometimes, so hopefully he shows up on this list later if he's earned it. But that's interesting. Defensive Player of the Year, Derek Johnson leading the way. He really has had a monster season so far. Kiko Alonso, number 2, and Ray Lewis, number 3 on Defensive Player of the Year voting for the AFC right now. He has played absolutely incredible for us coming out of retirement, and let's see if we can get him another Super Bowl ring, even though I'm not like a huge Ray Lewis fan in real life. In this game, I like having him on my team. Latulele down here, number 5. I like to see that a lot. He has been incredible for me as well. Then just some other names I guess you would expect to see, you know, with Von Miller and Cushing and stuff like that. So, yeah. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Van Joswiak leading the way. I cannot imagine anybody even close. Baris Suber, we saw him earlier in the year. The Browns are 1-6. Let's just go ahead and look at some of these players here. 84 overall. Nice. I wonder what position he is. 78 overall, 79, 79, 83. Oh, and there's Othniel Richmond. He is the quarterback for the Browns. Again, they had a pretty good draft class as well. Then Jake Stoneburner is on this list. We had him last season. He's not a rookie. But I think there's a glitch in the game where if a player was not on a team in the previous year, or not like he was an undrafted free agent. I picked him up after the season began, so I don't think they counted that towards last season's thing, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why he's on this list, but I've noticed this before, too. You'll see it over here. See Latulele. Obviously, he's not a rookie. I had him last season. So, I don't know. I don't know why this is a glitch there, but it is. So, we're just going to have to deal with it, I guess. Cecil Spence, a guy I was looking into drafting, 85 overall. Wow. Marcus Cooper, and again, another player, not a rookie, but Elvis now, he is definitely not a rookie. The guy's like 40 years old. Oh, my gosh. He's like 40, right? This guy's been in the NFL forever. That's so weird. That's another player I was looking into drafting. All right, so it is what it is. But yeah, weird glitches everywhere. Peyton Manning, the best quarterback in the AFC. Van Joswiak at number 2. I like to see it. I'm just going to kind of go down this fairly quickly so we can move forward. This video doesn't go too long. And look at this. Frank Gore, Noshan Moreno at number 5 and 6. Back-to-back. I like to see that. That's really cool. That's good to see. Best wide receiver. Let's see if we have anybody on this list. Chris Owusu down here at number 5. Mohamed Sanu, a guy I like a whole lot, at number 4. That's interesting to see him above A.J. Green for their offense right now. Okay, there's A.J. Green, number 6 overall. Stevie Johnson, welcome to the 49ers, sir. I love that trade. That was awesome. Hakeem Nicks down there. Good signing from the Colts in this. Floyd and Torrey Smith. Offensive line, Dwayne Brown, let's see, it's going down the list. Jordan Gross and Luke Jokel. Now, see, I like seeing these guys here, but I definitely feel like Cameron Martin, our guard, has definitely been our best offensive lineman so far. So it's weird that he's not on this list. I'm a little bit disappointed, honestly. Nothing I can do, though. Geno Atkins, 4th best defensive tackle or defensive lineman. I cannot even believe the Bengals cut him. That is so weird. That is just such a weird thing. Ryan Kerrigan, who we picked up in a trade. These two players have definitely anchored our defensive line, and our defensive line has been pretty deadly. We get a lot of pressure on the quarterback, which forces interceptions, hence DJ Moore leading the way as the best defensive back overall. I still don't understand why they don't have a linebacker spot, but that's really cool to see. Going down this list, you see a lot of Bills and a lot of Texans. That's weird. The Texans have all 4 players. Look at this. That's crazy. Alright, well, good for them. Best kicker, Blair Walsh, number 1. Phil Dawson there, number 2 for the Bills. That's cool. But yeah, I'm stoked about that. Oh, and there's Scobie, who I let go. Scobie. I did like Scobie, but Blair Walsh has been killing it for us. Let's check out the NFC. I'm going to go down this one fairly quick, guys. Offensive Player of the Year, Colin Kaepernick leading the way. And Crabtree at number 7, Defensive Player of the Year. Sean Lee, I tried to sign him with no luck at all. Patrick Willis, 2nd overall, though I do like to see that. Levante David, who just picked up an interception against me. Goldson and Cavell Connor. All right, man. I just went up against all 3 of those guys. Corey Lemon, that's cool to see him there at number 6 he is. Then we got Offensive Rookie of the Year. So the 49ers did nothing but draft running backs. So I'm just going to go out on a limb and say this guy was a running back, considering every rookie they drafted seemed to be a running back. But yeah. And they got another guy here. Again, I'm assuming he's a running back. But it is cool to see those 2 guys leading the way. Seems like they're doing pretty good. Damian Jacko just got an interception against me. Very good. Going down the list. Best quarterback, Colin Kaepernick. And again, I'm just going to kind of go quickly. Mike Glennon, there he was. Really struggled against me. But guys, I really do like him. I think he's going to be a pretty good player. I live in North Carolina. I'm actually a Tar Heel fan, not an NC State fan. But I do think he will be all right. Best running back. So this guy's really doing good for the 49ers. That's good to see. I kind of criticized their drafting, but apparently it's working out for them. They're 8-0, so what do I know? Offensive line, Staley, Iupati, Davis, and Boone, all in the top 5. That's incredible. Their offensive line is killing it for that rookie running back. Maybe that's why he is so high up on that list. Defensive back, Goldson there. All right. Nnamdi Asomugha, Jonathan Banks. So the Buccaneers defense has just really done good this season. Michael Huff there for the 49ers. That's interesting. All right. Alteron Werner, who's now on the Vikings. Kicker. Just go down the list pretty quick there. And the 49ers kicker's not there. I wonder who they have now. I forget. But yeah. Pro Bowl voting. We'll do this really quick, and that should end the episode. This is a little bit longer than most of these news episodes are. Van Joswiak, 2nd in voting for the Chicago Cougars at number 2. Let's go down the list. Chris Owusu is the 4th No, he's a little bit further down in the 4th. But Chris Owusu is in the Pro Bowl currently. Now, he's got to keep that up, and he's a good amount of votes over Ted Ginn Jr. for the Jets. But that's cool to see him there so far. And then here comes some of our offensive linemen. Jordan Gross, Cameron Martin, Jason Spitz, and J.D. Walton all in the Pro Bowl as of now. That is good to see. You know, they definitely deserve some credit because it's a lot better than our offensive line was last year. They are, not it's. John Latulele, I like to see him on that list. Gino Hayes. It's interesting that Ray Lewis isn't, even though he's second in the or third, I guess, for Defensive Player of the Year. I guess these two. I don't know. No, Derek Johnson was first. Maybe Timmons was second. I don't remember. But anyway, that's interesting to see Ray Lewis isn't getting voted in. He's definitely a popular player. But anyway, DJ Moore down here for the cornerback. I like to see that a lot. And Brian Anger. Now, I'm a little bit shocked that Blair Walsh is in here too. But anyway, what can you do? Kaepernick leading the way for the quarterbacks over here. Robert Griffin's there. That's cool. And Alfred Morris, obviously. Who am I thinking of? I don't know. I'm blanking right now. Anyway, going down the list. Crabtree and Bolden. I like to see that a lot. Tavon Austin. That's cool to see him up here. Percy Harvin, Vernon Davis. A lot of players from the NFC West here. Down the list. Kilgore. I love Kilgore. Appalachian State. See, now I need to get him to my team. I just need to get all the Appalachian State players. How many offensive linemen is it even possible to have here? My goodness. Staley. 2. Iupati. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How do they have 7 offensive linemen in the Pro Bowl right now? How is that even possible? What in the world is going on in San Francisco that all of these guys are making the Pro Bowl? That's insane. Oh, wow. All right. Well, good for them, man. Good for them. All right, down the list a little bit. Aaron Maben, I like him a lot. Paris Harrelson, Levante David, Nnamdi Asomugha, Jonathan Banks, Altron Werner, Goldson. All right, Andy Lee. So that should be it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for all the support you guys have shown me, especially on that little lull I had where I couldn't get videos up. I definitely want to get this channel more active. I want to get more than just sports games on this channel as well. So if there's anything you guys have an interest in, let me know, because I don't want to be just a sports channel. I'm trying to get more into Minecraft. I'm trying to get more into Let's Plays. I had a few Let's Plays on my channel before the channel reset. I had The Last of Us, which I loved, and I had Tomb Raider. I had a Skyrim series going, and I kind of wish I kept those. But it is what it is. I did reset the channel, and I'm kind of glad I did. I'm much more happy with what I've put forth since then. But yeah, that'll be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for all the support. Let me know what you want to see in the future in the comments below. This is Sneaky Pete, and I will see you guys next time. Later.